All right, good morning. For me, for you, that was like 5 seconds ago. So it's time to continue work on our little drum tuning app. Today, I think I'm going to move on and knock out some of these other features. We're going to start with this. Saving user preferences in the app. We're going to use Hive. Everything's stored locally on their device for now. And I'm going to give it this URL to analyze. This gives just the frequencies for different drums, and then we'll see what it comes up with. I'm actually going to do something a little different. I think maybe, well, actually, no. Now that I'm thinking about this, I'm second guessing myself. I was going to use Claude Code and go in the, what's it called? Planning mode. I don't think I'm going to do that. Instead, Anthropic Marketplace installed? Oh, geez. Plugins? That's interesting. Look at this guy. All right, well, there's a lot more, I bet. Plugins? Oh, yeah. Look at this guy. I'll have to read about this. Firebase? Oh, it's just the MCP. Is this different than MCP servers? I don't know. We'll figure that out. It's okay. They must have released an update last night. Playwright. It's pretty nice to have in there. Security guidance. That's pretty cool. Slack Superbase Vercel. Huh, nice. All right. Instead, analyze the URL, then make a detailed plan for implementation, and update the plan.md file in the context folder with the updated plan. All right, so we're going to do that. Instead of planning mode, we're just going to type this in and let it go. All right, so here's our game plan for today, for the next little while. Here's what I want to do. I want to get this working. I want to chat a little while. Yes, please go fetch that. Should be doing the, I hope it got it. Okay. We'll just take some notes here. Take some notes. Settings saved to device. All right. Choose target drum and therefore target frequency. Okay. What else do I want to do? I want to add in a play frequency tone on the listen page. Stops listening and plays a continuous note on that frequency sine wave. Okay. All right. And then I want to, while we're doing this, we're going to chat with ChatGPT about pricing advice. Maybe look at competitor apps in the App Store. Settings. What I was going to do originally was make it free, and you could actually tune your drum for free. But then you could, I should be telling ChatGPT this, not just you. I'll write it down. Hang on. I was originally going to make the app free, but only the tuning part was free. And if you wanted to save your custom setup or custom settings, then you would have to do an in-app payment. All right. Now I am leaning towards one upfront payment to even use the app, like 99 cents or $2.99, etc. Honestly, I just figured that would be easier to implement, right? I don't actually, I don't care that much. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time going back and forth testing in-app payments again. I've done it for a couple of apps now, but I don't know. Wait, go back to terminal. Long-term vision. All right, so we're just, is it going to, I'm going to go read that in just a second. All right, so this is going to go to ChatGPT. I'm going to say, I want your help, I want your advice on pricing my app. I don't know why I put that in quotation marks. Easy Drum Tuner. Here's a plan.md file with the details of the actual app just for reference. All right, so let's go check out the plan.md that should be updated. all this stuff. Phase 2 in progress. Phase 1, what does it have here? Completed core implementation. It's still less than, oh no, look at this. Holy cow. This was 200 lines of code, and now it's a lot here. I think it's okay, though. Look at this guy. I think this is okay. We can shorten this later, but for now... Does it have the frequencies? Yeah, it does. Look at that. Verify frequency calculations. I'm making sure that it grabbed that data structure, resonance level. Okay, phase 2. All right, hang on. Let's see what we got. Yep, it's got our multipliers to figure out the target frequency. Okay. Mockups, blah, 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 blah. All right. Excuse me. So let's clear this and say, let's start working on phase 2, where a user can save their setup and save their setup details in app on their device. Analyze the current implementation plan at plan.md, or I usually put in, I don't think I have to do this, but whatever, context/plan.md, and then begin implementing. Tag this in here, plan.md, and then go. All right, so while that's rocking, let's go to ChatGPT, figure out our app. Okay, I want your advice on pricing my app. Easy drum tuner. Here's a plan.md file with the details of the actual app just for reference. I should create another like brand.yaml file just to have some stuff. Did I already do that? No. No, I did not. What about archive? No. Okay, that's fine. Let's go back. Wait. Okay, I was originally going to make the app free just for reference. What do you think? Convince me of something. Okay. All right, so let's go over to the chat. Wait, where's that? Oh. All right, chat GPT. Type this in. Let's go with, I gotta open plan.md. Let's reveal it. Can you drag from there? I actually don't know. That's a good question. I'm gonna drag it from here. What do you think? Convince me of something. Okay. We'll just see what it says. Reading documents. All right. So while that's doing, this is going. Now I'll create the data models. Let me start with the drum type enum, etc., etc. All right, here we go. Oh, you should charge a small upfront price to skip freemium. Okay, here's why I grounded in your app, your personality, and what you've already built. Based on your plan, this is a focused utility, not a habit-forming product. That's true. Offline, no accounts, no cloud, no social loop. Brought by people who are already on drums and care about tuning. That fits easy in the same category as. Okay, these don't benefit from freemium psychology. Okay. Okay. Hurts the app. Okay. I mean, it's not. There's never going to be a subscription. I like that. $2.99, no ads. Yeah, that's good. No nonsense. All the features. How about that? Why a small? Okay. Yeah. How much though? I would not go above $2.99 at launch. You can always raise later. Price $1.99, $2.99. I'm thinking $1.99. I really don't care that much. All right, what about future advanced? That's fine. Bump price, add a separate pro version. Final verdict, I'd ship it, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Okay, it didn't do a good job convincing me, but I was kind of already convinced to begin with. So I think that's fine. Oh, you know what? Here's what I want you to do. Okay. How about this? I have implemented in-app purchases before, but I've never done an upfront payment for iOS. And I'm also planning on putting this in the Android store at some point, although that concern is secondary. I want you to create a downloadable markdown file called pricingimplementation.md. Is that gonna work? pricingimplementation.md with the step-by-step instructions for implementing this. I already have an Apple Dev account, App Store Connect access, a testing team, etc., etc. This isn't my first app there. Okay, and I'm gonna throw that. Is this done? What are you doing here? Generating Hive adapters. You know what I wanted to do this morning? I wanted to check on a Claude Code hook that sends notifications when it's done or when it needs your input. Like I was Alt-tabbed at the moment and it would have sent a notification that, hey, you need to give inputs right here. I sent this to myself. I saw it on Reddit, so I am going to go find it, which is right here. All right, let's go check this guy out. The Noe Trevino Claude Code hooks. There's a demo. Is this multiple hooks or is this just one hook? Now add this to your Claude, blah, blah, blah. I don't know a whole lot about hooks, Claude Code hooks. I haven't done a lot there. Let's make sure this is still going. It is. Let's come back to that in just a second. Done. Here's the blah, blah, blah. Let's check you out. And then download you. Pricing implementation. Okay, let's come, let's put this in our thing here. Pricing implementation. All right. Upfront paid pricing. This guide assumes you already know. Decide your release path. Brand new app listing. Recommended. Easiest on both iOS plus Android. Existing iOS app that's currently free. No. We don't need this. Existing Android app that's currently free. No. You're good. No, this is stupid. Okay. This is a brand new app. All right, save. Make the app a paid download. App Store. iOS, what you do and don't. Test flight. Yep. Release strategy tips so you don't create future pain. What? Okay, I don't need this in there right now. Android later. Paid app setup. Gotcha. I'm going to do that after I do iOS. If I'm already live on, should I switch to paid? Wait, what? No, I don't care about this. That's not relevant. All right. We'll change this to a 6. Final do this now checklist. Cool. References. Yep. Okay. You know what else I gotta do? I gotta create a website for this app. Yeah. All right. How you doing over here? Doing pretty good. Drum kit config. We'll see what this looks like when it's done. Excellent. The critical error is now fixed. So let's, should we fire that up and test it? We're doing pretty good here. Pricing is set. We can come back to that in a moment. All right, what do we need to do here? Take a sip of coffee? I'm down with that. By the way, we have dogs. Dogs. Hopefully I don't screw up my mic today. Dog. Sleeping dog. Okay. Cheers. Uh-oh, look at this guy. I like that it does Flutter Analyze and some other stuff like this. It's a good step in the right direction. Again, I should have used context 7 when I did the little planning step. I'm probably going to run into a few errors here. Look at this guy. Ooh-wee. That's a lot. All right, this seems to be taking a little longer. So let's continue on the, what? The pricing path? What did I say I needed here? I wrote some things down. Choose target drum, play frequency tone, chat with ChatGPT about pricing advice, maybe look at competitor apps in the App Store. We could do that too. I don't think I really want to do that though. Can you see it on App Store? Hang on. Let's search for drum tuner. Drum tuner. So it's got some of these, like, okay, it's not showing me all the iOS things because I'm on my Mac right now. So that's okay. Right? See, this one's 99 cents, single purchase. It doesn't actually say drum tuner, but again, I'm just kind of like researching some stuff. This Mac, iPhone, and iPad. Really? Multiple instrument settings. It doesn't show drums in that picture right there. It's easier with an instrument because of the prolonged notes and less overtones. It's harder to tune a drum with something like this. Because I've tried, by the way. All right. So this is helpful. We can look at my iPhone in a minute. So this says it's done. What are we ready to do? Building the, wait, you didn't implement it? Foundation is complete. What'd you do? Dependencies, yep. Data models created. Business logic, yep. Storage service, yep. That's good. State management, Hive integration into main.dart. Yep, okay, unit tests, that's fine. What's next? Ready to move on. Why did you not do this next part? I thought you would. Check out this context window, 63%. Crapola. So we're just ready to move to phase 2.2 UI, which involves building the kit set. This should be easy, right? We're just gonna stay on this. Okay. Implement the UI. I was thinking about clearing it and saving. Oh, you know what? Oh, it's fine. I was thinking about saving it to that plan.md file again and then clearing the context window. I could remove this auto compact buffer. I should remove that because I never use that. You can turn it off, right? The auto compact buffer, and then you got a little bit more token window here. Whatever. I think we're fine for now. Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna do much more research. I'll tell you what. While that's working, because I want to test this out first and foremost. It's fine. While that is working, I will do App Store research. Let's see what we got here. So let's fire open the App Store. Let's search for drum. I should probably update my iPhone. Or not update, I should probably buy a new iPhone. So we got this one, drum tuner, $10. Number 12 in music, education. And then we're right into another tuner, non-drum specific. And then we got Drum Pitch Pro. That's cool. I've never seen that one. I've seen the other ones. Pitch Tuner, DT Tune Buddy. I've not seen. These have terrible reviews. 14 reviews, 2-star. And this is free. Drum tuning calculator. That's interesting. I haven't tried that. I should try these. Drum Tune Pro. Is that the same one as the other one? Drum Tune. Drum Tune. No. Drum Pitch Pro. Drum and Timpani Tuning. 3 stars. Right? That's interesting. What is that? Measurements. Lock measurement. Targets. Looks pretty useful. I bet that could be used. The UI looks a little weird for what I would want, but okay. Well, there's that. 3.0 ratings. Discover the ultimate tuning solution. Accurate drum tuning. Customizable settings. Jan Mays. What is the date this was released? I'm just curious. Copyright 2025. Yeah. Doesn't it show the date? Or the last update? Hang on. No, it does not. in-app purchases. I wonder what that is. iPad, iPhone, okay. That's interesting. Data not collected, that's good. Okay, let's look at one more. That was what? Drum Pitch Pro? Let's just I've checked this one out before. This one's got 2K ratings, 5-star. Seems to be doing pretty well. Lug 1, toggle filter, accurately tune the pitch of all the drums. That's interesting, it's showing that little line right there. This looks good, right? I mean, if it works. I assume it does. Target filter off. It's got a lot of settings. Like, this is a big app, I think. I mean, good for them, right? I'm not trying to, like, build this app. Data used to track you. Data not linked to you. Oh, this has been around for a long time, too. This isn't anything new. These other ones look like they're not working great, based on the reviews at least. Drum tune. I'm not even going to look at that one. Drum tuning calculator. Where's it? There it is. Drum Tune Pro. Oh, that's interesting. Look at that. Lug tuner, tuning presets. Oof, these things look just, that's too much. Simple, man, is what we need. Simple. $12, yeah, okay, that's fine. I don't want to spend years doing this. I want a really damn simple app for tuning my drums. Drum Tuner Easy. Always Sound Ace. Hone your, it's got one rating, 5.0. Pro Tune, 0 guesswork. Okay. This looks like a vibe coded app. It does. All right. I feel like I've checked out my competition enough for now. Let's head back into the deets here. What do we got? Optional enhancements. Or proceed to phase 4 integration. Wait, I'm ready to use the, okay. Please update the plan.md file for these changes. That's frustrating. I thought it was, if I'd used planning mode instead of the plan.md file, this would have gone through and updated everything. It would have built the entire thing at once. Maybe this is better that it's doing it this way. I can't be convinced of that at the moment though. I'm ready to test the app and use it, man. So let's go. Right? I am going to, what am I going to say to this prompt? Okay, so I want to work on, I'm going to copy this, come down here. Let's add some more space. Believe phases 1 and 2 are mostly complete. Analyze the context plan.md file to for more details, and then please continue building the feature. The entire thing, what do I say here? And please continue building the feature. I don't really know what else to say. This will probably give me like a little, hey, this phase is next once it's done here. In fact, I think it already said that. They've really changed the colors on these in the past week. This used to be like a slightly less in-your-face red and green, and now it's like Christmas. I like it though. It's much easier to see if you're blind like me. All right, here we go. Analyze the plan for more details, and then finish building the feature. How about that? And then finish building the feature so I can test it. Cool. I'm just gonna go ahead and copy that. After this is done, I'm literally gonna clear, start over with a fresh thing. And then What do I need to do? I should, maybe I can figure out that hook while we're waiting, just for fun. This is taking longer than I wish it would. This is why I need to start working in parallel. I need to figure that out. Maybe I'll do a YouTube video on that next week, and that'll force me to learn it in the meantime and figure it out. I've watched enough YouTube videos, I could literally explain it, but I've never actually done it. Work trees, get work trees. Maybe I'll do that. Storage service.dart. I'm looking forward to testing this. This should be cool. I like how this prompt always, just like literally update that plan. It takes forever. It always does. Every time I'm just like update the plan.md file. I think it's just got a big context window and it wants to like really make sure it doesn't miss anything. It's very careful when it does this, I think. It's taking forever. Like a 3-minute prompt to update one documentation file. That's kind of ridiculous, right? It's always been like this. Always. Updates made. Okay. Lord of mercy. Clear. Paste this in there. At plan.md. Go. I waste no time. Analyzing that, 660 lines. Woof! I try to keep it under 300 lines of code, but for now, we're just gonna let that roll for a second. All right, while that's working, what else can we do? Let's go back to my notes. Here we go. Settings, that's what I'm working on. Choose target drum. That's gonna be on the settings screen. Okay. Play frequency tone. I think we're good here. We're gonna just price it at $199 to start. All right. And let's work on this. I think I'm going to, let's write out a prompt for this guy right here. Let's go down here. I want to add a tiny new feature to the listening or tuning screen. The ability to play the frequency sound. As in, literally play audio of the sine wave. I think that's what it's called. This would be a, I think it needs a, it either does, it's going to be one of two things. We need to set a target frequency. It should be able to like pull this in really, but should we, I don't know what to do here. On the app, when I'm using the app, in your settings, you could load up a drum. Okay, you set your drums in the settings, and then when you get on the, I'm thinking aloud here, so you get on the tuning screen, and you can maybe select a drum to work on. Like I'm working on my 10-inch tom right now. And then that will give you, there would have to be another little toggle that's like top head or bottom head. And you can choose one, and that loads up the frequencies. Okay, that's fine. Then you have like a target frequency. Or if you don't load a drum, can you set a target frequency? I think so. I think so. I think we start with that. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. The ability to play the frequency sound, the target frequency sound. Target frequency sound. Before I do that, let's do this. We need to do the target frequency, I think. I want to add a, here we go, target frequency feature to the listening or tuning, the listening / tuning. I don't know what is it called? What is that screen called? I'm gonna look it up right now so I can refer to it correctly. Hang on. Where are you? Screens. Tuning screen. Okay, we'll just call it that. On the tuning screen. target frequency feature on the tuning screen. This will be a very simple slider where a user can slide to select a target frequency. Yep. And the chosen frequency will display. Okay. This will be optional. Optional, as in the target frequency will not immediately be set when the tuning screen loads, and they can hit the drum, etc., without setting a target frequency. Okay. But when they use the slider, obviously that'll set the target frequency variable, etc. All right, you know what? Let's do. It's not the target frequency variable. Oh, okay. That's step one. Let's just do that. Let's just start here. And I was just, it's doing some testing. I think it's almost done. Let's go back into, what do we want to do here? Should we work in parallel, or should we just wait and save this? It looks like it's almost done, but who really knows? It says testing the complete feature end to end, which I didn't really want it to do, but whatever. That's interesting. Control B to run in background? What does that do? I don't know a lot about that. I should learn. We're gonna wait, because it's almost done. Or we could just go. I'm getting a little impatient. I don't want to move fast. Screw it. Let's go over here. Here we go. Paste. What should we use here? Opus 4.5? I think that's fine. Yep. Okay. Enter. Screw it. We'll let that roll. We're moving fast here. We're working in parallel. Not with Git work trees, but with two different AI models. Or AI tools, I guess. Drumtype.dart. Removed one line. Oh, it's got a background test. It's running the thing. Okay. Tuning screen .dart. I'm going to have to open Xcode. It's going to have to open. Go ahead and open that up, and let's fire up the app. Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Who's going to be finished first with this task? This task was harder, but it's already been going for like 7 minutes. This task, I think, easier. Going with Opus 4. Up. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Run the app and try this workflow. Dashboard, tap Kit. Kit setup, view your default 4-piece kit. Manage kits, tap folder icon and app bar to create a new kit. Duplicate the existing kit, switch between kits. Add drums, tune. Oh, that's interesting. Select drum and head. Oh, wow, it kind of went a step further. Oh, this is interesting. I didn't know it did that. So this was actually kind of doing some duplicated work here. And I did not realize. Well, we'll find out. We'll figure it out. Didn't realize that. Here we go. Flutter, run. All right, let's fire open my phone. Cool, cool, cool. All right. All right. That should be interesting, right? Let's close this guy. Drum tuner. I'm going to go back over here. How do I show my terminal window without doing new terminal? Because that's going to open up a new terminal, literally. But I want to just see the terminal on this screen. How do I do that? I know it's possible. I feel like I've done it before. All right. Installing, launching. Okay, here we go. I'll show it to you too. Notice that you have my audio today. Look at that. Awesome. All right, still building. Let's see what I got. I'm out of coffee. Need to get more coffee. Super curious to try this. Still installing and launching. All right, here we go. Look at this. All right. So, kit. It's not really snappy and responsive. Look at this. Kit name, resonance preferences, medium, high, low. Your drums, 4 out of 10, a maximum of 10. Bass drum, 22. Snare, 14. Wait, these changed, didn't they? The top head, the bottom head, the fundamental notes. I think it did. Okay, so let's check out this 12-inch tom. Actually, we're working on a 10-inch, so we'll add a drum here. Kit summary, resonance low. Let's add a drum. Size. Whoa, I'm getting a little bottom overflowed by 130 pixel. That's interesting. Let's go ahead and fix that really quick. We'll get the AI working on this. Drum type, tom. You see how this also is like not on the same thing? Custom name. Should add a screenshot right here. This will be easy to fix. We'll take this screenshot and I don't know if there's a better way to do this with cursor. Like cursor now you can, the browser, I know you can kind of work quickly. You don't have to take screenshots, or you could do playwright, but I don't know about this. And I don't want to use a simulator. I want to test it on my phone. That is for sure. Close that. Okay, so hang on, we'll come back to testing that in a minute. What's my dog doing? Is there a cat in there that you're afraid of right now? I think that's what she's doing. She wants to go in her bed, but there's a cat in that room. So let's, should we do? We'll do Claude Go over this guy. All right, we'll copy and paste this in there. I'll say nice. I'm getting 1 or 2 layout errors, etc. The first I discovered was in the add a new drum workflow. Here's the logs. Wait, that's not right. What was that? Hang on, hello. Delete. Okay, there we go. Hang on, paste. There we go. Let's just start with that. One thing at a time here. All right, while that's updating, we can just continue using this guy to see if it's changed. So I'll add a 10-inch drum. It's really laggy. It might just be because I'm testing, I'm using Xcode, but it's not like, oh my God, I mean, it's working, but that's awful, right? Oh, what? I mean, geez Louise. That's really bad. Wait, did it add the tom? No, it didn't. Let's try this again. Hang on, let's kit name, my test kit. Let's hit save. Hang on, let's hit done and just save. Kit saved successfully. Okay, let's go back to kit. It says my test kit. I hit that folder button and manage kits. There's my test kit. It loaded that by default. Set as active, duplicate, delete. Well, let's just tap it. Nothing. Tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it. Okay. Well, it loaded that up. I want to see if this changes though. The high tom is set to 2B at the moment, like the fundamental pitch. Let's try this. Go to high resonance. 2B. 228 bottom head. It is changing the frequencies, so that's good. 284 bottom head, which this all looks like accurate. Okay. I just see that the other one started working here. So let's, this should resolve that. Okay, so that's good. Let's do this. Please update the plan.md file for all these implementations. All right, so let's come back over here. Let's do a reload, hot reload. So hopefully that'll take care of like one of those little errors. Oh, I should also upload that screenshot. Well, let's just see if it took care of this other error here. So did this upload? Yeah, yeah, it should work now. Add drum. Okay, so that's fine. Oh, look at this. Okay, so I see. This works a lot better now. 10. Did this change? Like 13. I should have like a little enter button right here to like say done, right? Fundamental frequency, add drum. So I don't want to have to like look these up, right? Custom name is pretty cool. Fundamental frequency, etc. Fundamental note. Okay, so I'm gonna hit cancel here. Actually, let's add a 13 just to see if it even works. Bass, tom, add drum, 13-inch tom. Okay, so this needs to, two things here. Number one, it needs to auto sort by size. What is this? Oh, it's literally just a circle. Okay. Kit summary, that updated. Okay, auto sort by size, and what do I need? Update that data automatically once the drum size is chosen. Once the drum size is chosen. Okay, here we go. Let's go to what? Claude Code. Phase 2 is complete. It's almost done. Let's write out the prompt. All right, so here we go. I want to work on the kit setup settings feature. Okay. Specifically the add a new drum feature. The user should be able to select the new drum size. I think the default was 12 inches, I think. And the target, what was it called? The target, hang on, the fundamental note and fundamental frequency. And the target fundamental note and fundamental frequency should automatically be set. The user can continue to customize if they desire, but we should pull in the note frequency data when they choose a size, mostly for toms. Okay, hang on, my wife is calling me. Okay, we're back. Here we go. Oh, I want to work on this tuning. We should pull in the note frequency data when they choose a size, mostly for, oh no, I'm just gonna do this. When they choose a size. I think we have that data somewhere. You should check first. If not, I know that we were using the guide at, I need that URL. Where is it? Right about here. Here, drum tuning guide. I know that we were using the guide at blah, blah, blah. All right, so let's go to, okay, what do you got here? This is fine, thank you. Clear, let's look at my context window just for fun. Look at that, I'm only 71% of my session for the day. I'm on the cheapest Claude Code plan, by the way. I refuse to upgrade. I don't think I need it. I pay for cursor, right? I don't need to use hundreds and hundreds of dollars a month in this stuff. Anyways, here we go. All right, I want to work on the blah, blah, blah. Let's come in here, paste this. I think this is fine. Let's go here. Should I do this here? Should I do this here? I do. I think I'm going to do this here. Okay, so let's, should we test like some of these other like random like little delete features? We're going to do that, and then we're going to do this. Although, no, we need to test this. I forgot the target frequency thing. All right, let's do that. So let's go back here. Hang on, let me reload the app. Where's the cursor? Let's just reload. Okay, I think we're good. All right, so let's go back up. Tune. Ooh, look at that. Okay, right away. Set target frequency, bass drum. Okay, it's listening to me. Stop. Well, let's just go ahead and fix this one thing right here. All right, no problem. And, all right, here we go. This guy, bloop, bloop, bloop. Copy that, paste this. I'll say excellent. Though I'm getting a layout issue on the tuning screen right when it loads. Here's the logs. I'll paste that in there and have you fix that. Oh, what are we doing here? I don't remember. All right. That's what you get from working in parallel, right? So let's just, this isn't going to take that long, right? The issue is when the slider section is expanded, there's not enough vertical space. I don't really want this big, right now it's cluttered. I'm going to work on that. I'm going to remove some of these things. I don't want it to be cluttered. I want it to be stupid, simple, and clear. Target. Okay. Actually, you know what we should do? Instead of automatically starting listening, we should not do that. We should let them piddle around with their settings, set a target frequency, choose a drum, and then start listening with the button. So I think I'm going to re-implement that. Yeah, I am, actually. What do we got here? Yeah, please make your edits. Okay, let's go back over here. Fixed, I wrapped the main content. Okay. Excellent. Here's one more fairly large change. I originally wanted that screen to begin listening for drum hits automatically and immediately, i.e. without pressing the listen button. The user can still stop and then restart, etc. However, I want to change that. Let's not automatically start listening when the screen loads, since there are now some settings the user can tinker with. Also, let's change the listen button to green. All right. Doing a lot of coding with AI. Heck yeah. All right. So, where am I at? 49 minutes? Okay. 10 more minutes in this little sesh. I'm almost at 3 hours. I'm at 3 hours working in this app. It's okay. It's not bad. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's still ridiculous, right? Okay, added. So we need to test this, and then we'll come back and test this. Yeah. All right, so let's reload the app. Actually, we're just gonna, this probably isn't gonna take that long. Let's take a couple of seconds here. I'm guessing 13 seconds. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Oh, that's done. All right, here we go. Boom, boom. Let's do a hot restart. All right, Let's test out those two featurettes. So first, let's do kit. Snappy, 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 not snappy. All right. Low kit name. So it didn't automatically pull up the one I saved. Oh, it did. There's a 13-inch tom. That's the new one that I saved, but the kit name didn't pull up. That's interesting. If I go to my folder here, my test kit, it says active. That's weird, right? The kit name didn't pull in. My 4-piece kit. My test kit, and then I'm gonna put a 2 here just to see. Done. Save. Let's go back out. Go to the tune page. I'm gonna go back. Go to the kit page. My test kit 2. My test kit 2. See, I click it and nothing happens. Okay. Whatever. Let's test this. It's got my 13-inch tom. Let's add a drum. Let's. Oh, I love this. That's a good drop down. Really good. Although I'll probably need to add 15 and 18. 15 and 18. Custom name. Let's choose 10. 3C 131. 12. 2A 110. I love that. That's good. 10-inch. 3C 131. Add drum. Cool. That's awesome. Okay, one more thing here. Hang on. Let's go back to the terminal. Let's clear this out. Clear. Okay. On the okay, hang on. On the kit setup screen, just after a user adds a new drum, it's added to the bottom of the kit, i.e. the last drum in the list. But let's order the drum kit again with bass, snare, toms in order of size. I.e. if the user adds a 8-inch tom and hits save, it should be at the top of the tom stack in the list of items. All right. Okay. It's actually pretty cool. Well, let's, what is that drum guide still open? Drum guide, drum guide, drum guide. Where is that? I know it's over here. I got it. Right there. So what did that say? It's a 10-inch tom, fundamental 3C. That's the note, 3C. So let's go with, also the problem is the number of toms, isn't it? Look, number of toms. 3C. That's for 2 toms. No, it's actually for all of it. Oh, that's interesting. That's the 10-inch I just added. And they're all the same. Okay, well, that's fine. 10-inch. This is for, oh, it depends on like the tom setup. That's right. That's a lot of calculations, but it did its job. Nice work. All right. Let's go back. Okay, so you're good here. If you add in, okay, now that's gonna do that. Let's reload the app. App reloaded. I want to come over here and I want to go back out. I want to go to tune. I want to go back. I want to go to kit. My test kit 2. That's still there. Well, let me reload. Hang on. Let's hot reload this app. Shift R. Hot restart, I mean. Shift R. Okay, let's go back. Okay, we're back out. Kit. It takes a second. Okay, kit name. The drum is still there. 13-inch and 10-inch. It's not ordered, by the way. That failed. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, here we go. Let's fix this. This is what we're doing now. We're just straight troubleshooting all day long. Now when a drum is added, okay, I'll tell you, we need to test this actually before we do this. Here we go. Let's test this. Delete this 13-inch. Delete. Let's delete the 10-inch again. Delete. All right, so now I got a 12 and I got a 16. Let's add a new drum here. Let's choose 13. 2 G sharp 104, custom name. So Tom, add drum. So now it's, no. That's funny. It put it in the wrong order. Okay, well, it tried to order. All right, so that's not quite working. I added a 13-inch to a default set, i.e. it had a 12 and 16. And it put it, where did it put it? It said, it's ordering it wrong the other way. Maybe it needs to, Oh, see, look, it even said right here, sort drums. Oh. That's not quite what I wanted. That's not quite what I wanted. Let's reverse the tom order, i.e. smaller drums at the top. So bass, snare, 8-inch tom, 10-inch tom, 12-inch tom, and so on and so forth. What was the other thing? Oh, okay. Let's just do that. There's something not right about the drum kit name being saved. Okay, let's type that one into. Oh, first of all, we need to keep all. This is pretty good. We need to save this progress. We're doing good here. Perfect. I've added the sorting logic. Okay, I trust that probably worked. Let's do this. Let's do a added kit settings screen and Hive DB. It's a lot right there, isn't it? Hey, where's my bottom bar here that shows my git status in cursor? Where is that? Oh, crap. View, open view, editor, layout, hang on, extensions testing. Debug console, where is that? Semi-fire bar, what is that called? I'll Google it in a minute. Whatever. All right, so let's do flutter run. While that's firing up, let's go to a new thing. We didn't test this, did we? We'll test this in a second. Let's do a new agent, and let's say, right now, the custom drum kit name doesn't appear to save Hive correctly. I can hit the save name button and it appears to work, and I can navigate around the app and come back and then name persist. However, even running a hot restart, Shift R in Flutter, etc. The name goes back to the default. The drums, the custom drums setup I edited and added all appear to save correctly. Just the name. Please investigate. All right, let's just use composer 1 for this one right here and let it rip. All right, so I'm up and running. Let's clear this guy. And let's go over here. All right, I'm up and running. What do I need to do? Test all of it. Let's actually just, this might take a few seconds. All right, well, let's just go ahead and test a few things here. Let's go with the tune. It does not start doing automatically. That is correct. Select drum. Okay. High tom, 13-inch tom. That's interesting. It has that custom kit, which is good. Even though I didn't actually select it, right? My test kit 2. Wait, that's saved from earlier. Okay, that's weird, right? This still doesn't, okay, this is still not working. Crap. The sorting, that's not a hard thing. Why are you not working here? Okay, let's just breathe deep. I don't know what this is. I don't know if I need this now. Crap. Let's keep it and go over here, hot restart. Let's just test this and then we'll test the sorting. Actually, no, we're not gonna test the sorting. I'm having, no. Let's just go back to the resume. This one, that didn't work. That didn't work. At least the sorting doesn't appear to be correct when I first load the kit config screen, right? Or the settings screen. What is this called? The kit screen. Toms are out of order. Also, let's change the default name for new drums to better align with the default drum names that exist in a brand new default kit. I'm going to open up my phone without showing you just for a second. For example, or vice versa, actually. The default names are Floor Tom and Hi Tom, but these should be similar to the 13-inch Tom. Wait, is that right? Yeah, 13-inch Tom. Yeah, 13-inch Tom. Names that appear by default when creating a new drum. All right, man, goodness gracious. So let's just make sure this name stuff works. Let's go ahead and hot restart and then check out the app. All right, let's go with what? Kit. Let's create a new kit. Oh, look at that, kit name. See, and this is my custom thing here. Kit name. It disappeared. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. That's messed up, bro. So look, my test kit 2. That is so weird. I don't know what's going on. Right? Oh my God. How do I? So look, I got this right here. I select this, and then I think it's something to do with the name not loading up into there. Right? Okay. All right. The issue still persists, but it's not consistent or easy to identify. I just loaded the kit screen and saw the default name, i.e. my saved name didn't show, but the custom drums were there. And if I click the folder icon to display all my kits, the name is there, the custom name. The custom name is there. And that kit was activated. Clicking the custom kit in the select kit menu doesn't appear to do anything at all. I figured that loads the kit, but the name, I don't know what I'm trying to do here. The kit was activated. Let's just, let's do this. It could be a loading the correct kit name data issue. I'm gonna put this on ask mode for now. this is doing something over here. So let's go back over here and do a reload. We are reloaded. Come over here. Let's go back to kit. I really just want these toms to be sorted. No, that didn't work. Again, oh my God. This isn't that hard, right? I'm not like losing my mind on purpose. I'm gonna hot restart. Just try again. There's no reason that should be that hard. Kit. My test kit 2, that loads now. 14, 12-inch tom, 13, 16. Okay, that's good. That's fine. Let me see what, I'm gonna keep testing it out. Now when you load the kit screen, fix sorting issues, fix naming, removed the custom names from the default kit. Okay, so I need to create a new default kit to test this one. Let's come over here. Let's do this again, hot restart. And let's see what we got here. All right, kit. My test kit 2 is fine. This is fine. Now let's do a new kit. Let's do this. Click this guy. Create new kit. New kit 3. Hang on, wait, 3. Create. Oh, so let's click this. Nothing happens. Click. Nothing happens. Kit setup. Kit. How do I? Nothing happens. All right. Okay. So let's go here. And I think maybe we're okay here. Let's do a new agent. On the kit settings screen, after I create a new kit, I'm prompted for the kit name. Nothing happens, i.e. the new custom kit doesn't immediately load for the screen editor, etc. And when I click the folder icon that displays all my kits and I click on the kit, the new kit, nothing happens. I want the user to click on a kit from that folder menu and that custom kit loads up for editing. All right, we're gonna use 4.1. Go with that. All right, I think I got a couple more hours of work on this project. You know what I mean? I thought this was, a little bit more difficult than I figured. I think I could have done better too. What should I do here with this guy? Let's go. Okay. I don't think I need to update the plan.md font for this. Maybe I do. This should all be good, right? I might even have cursor do this. Let's clear this guy. All right. The change is now complete. Let's test it out here. Let's do a hot restart and come over here. Boop. Kit. I think it's just because I restarted the app that it does this. My test kit 2, low. My toms are in order. That's good. Let's click the folder icon. New kit 3. Active kit changed. Your drums. It doesn't have any drums? That's interesting. You know what I should do? Y'all are gonna hate me for this. Watch this. I'm gonna delete the app. Remove app. Delete app. Delete all my data. And I'm gonna reinstall it again. Okay. That's all right. It won't take a second. Flutter. Run. Hang on. Let's, I think this is okay. Keep all. Flutter run. All right. We're going to let it build it. I just want to see what that default app looks like now, like the naming conventions and stuff like that. So that'll take a minute or two. We're doing okay. It's just taking a little longer than I thought. It's my fault. I'm going to target frequency. Oh, we haven't tested that yet. I mean, we looked at it briefly, but let's test that. Kit setup, adding a new drum. This is mostly good. Mostly good. Probably still, and there's going to be a few bugs to work out, even once I think I have it. That's going to be like a whole testing phase. I'm not going to put that on YouTube. It's boring. I want to add a new tiny feature in listening, the ability to play the photography. Yeah, I haven't done this yet either. Man, this is taking a little bit longer than I thought it would. All right, here we go. Let's, it's loaded, by the way. Bloop. Uh-oh. I'll tell you what, while that's doing, let's implement, now let's test the other thing first. Let's test, screw it. All right, here we go. And let's go with kit. I shouldn't have any test kits. This is brand new. Standard 4-piece kit, high resonance, bass drum, snare, 12-inch tom, 16-inch tom. Cool. Let's rename this to, I have to delete that, that's weird. Pete Kit 1, done. Low resonance. Let's add a new drum, which would be a 10-inch drum. That's the one we're currently working on. Custom name, optional, I don't care. Add drum. There it is. Save. Kit saved successfully. Let's go to a new kit. Create new kit. New kit 2. Create. Created new kit 2. That doesn't add drums by default, but I actually think that's okay. Right? Let's click on, oh, that's weird. It has the plus sign there, but you have to click down here. Bass 22, that's cool. Oh, we need to add 26 later too. 22-inch, fine. Add drum. Oh, look at that. It automatically added, oh no, it went back to Pete Kit 1. Oh, that's interesting. That's weird, wasn't it? It did add the bass drum though. Okay, let's fix that. We're doing pretty good. Let's do this. New agent, kit loading behavior. Okay. Excellent. I think it's working fine. One more issue I noticed. I created a new custom kit, added my first drum, and once I clicked the final add drum button, I was actually presented with a different custom kit that I already had saved. The very first one that had appeared by default. I was able to use the folder menu to select the new custom kit, and that new saved drum did appear to save correctly. I think we were just loading the wrong drum kit after I added a new drum. Please investigate. All right, let's test the, let's restart this. Let's test the frequency thing. New kit 2. All right, so we're gonna do this one. Active kit changed, Pete Kit 1. Go back, microphone access, allow. Yeah. So it has a target here. Set target frequency, top head, bottom head, bass drum, and then a lot of stuff here. Like I don't want to have to scroll down, so we're going to change some of this. Right now it's bulky. Everything feels bulky, bigger than it needs to be. 10-inch tom. This is a bottom head. 301. So it does change the frequency here. Set target frequency, that was already there by default. What if I go back and then go to tune again? That's funny, it automatically sets a target frequency. I guess it doesn't matter, but man, it probably should. What about if I don't do this? What if I did this? Oh, that's interesting. Look at this. That's pretty cool. You could do like a test thing there, and then you, okay. Set that. Okay, that's interesting. 237. Now see, that's like clunky. There's like a lot going on here. That's interesting. Oh, you can hide that. Okay. And the X, and the hide symbol. It's a little unintuitive. Let's do test, start testing, start listening. Oh, yeah, right, I forgot. Whoops. I detuned my head, I forgot about that. All right, whatever. I don't have to check that right now. That's not the feature I'm working on. What I am working on is this new add a drum thing, which it said just started. So let's hot restart and just test that. Kit. All right, Peak Kit 1. Let's go to the new Kit 2, which should just have the bass drum. Yep, let's add a new drum. Let's add a 13-inch tom. Add drum. 13-inch tom. Add drum. Snare, 14-inch. Add drum. Cool. Add drum. 16-inch floor tom. Add drum. Save. The name, new kit 2. Low, save. Or how about let's just do medium, save. Cool. And so this is active. So now if I'm going to be tuning this snare, or the 13-inch tom, 13-inch tom, bottom head 208. So if I go to tune, and I select my 13-inch tom, bottom head 208. Okay, that's good. All this works. It's a little clunky. It's not bad, right? Okay. All right. What do I want to do? Do I want to keep going? One more thing. One more thing. This works. I can set a target frequency. I want a little button to play the sound, which is going to need a new library, probably, a new package. But let's find out. Let's save our work here. Fixing, custom kit, saving. Oh, wait. I got to save those files. Hang on, wait. Keep. Is that all? It's just this one, right? Yeah, okay, we're good. All right. Fixed, saving, custom kit issues. All right, that's cool. Let's do this with, should we do Cloud Code? Might as well. I don't know why I pressed it that way. Let's grab this guy. I want to add a blah, blah, blah. All right. As in literally play audio of the sine wave. I think that's what it's called. Target frequency sound. Pressing this button should probably stop the listening if it is currently listening, i.e. automatically trigger the stop button when this happens, and the user will have to manually start listening again. All right, use context 7 if you need to research Flutter or the Flutter plugin, if we indeed have to use one. Let's do planning mode. Screw it, man. I'm almost to my context limit for the next couple of hours, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, we're doing good here. I actually want to look at the pricing implementation. I don't actually think this is going to be hard at all. It's really not. I think the next video, this is what we should do. And by the next video, I mean the next recording. Choose target drum, done. Settings, save, done. Play frequency tone is what we're on right now. Let's go to the very bottom here and add this. By the way, comment with an emoji. This sums up this video. If you're still listening, if you're still watching, comment with an emoji, and comment with yes or no, should I release all of these prompts? Like literally just put them in a text doc so you can see them. Might be helpful to hand over to people. Or actually I'd probably put it in a, what's it called? GitHub repo. Plan mode on, researching. Okay, so I'm working on that right now. Here's what I need to do. I need to see if I need to implement any code for payment. I need to set up app on App Store Connect, just like the initial process there. Set up App Store Connect. I need to probably, yeah, I do. I need to push live to test flight to test better. I like to test that version. It's faster, it's snappier, and it's a better representation of what the actual app will be instead of using this Wi-Fi connection from Xcode or whatnot. All right, so I need to do that. I need to test payments. Test payments with Sandbox. I already have an Apple Sandbox ID, so that's good there. Honestly, I'm gonna just discover more bugs in this process. Oh, I need to clean up the tuning screen. Overwhelming right now. Look at this guy. I'm not gonna be able to do this. Look at that. You've 90, it's gonna literally stop before I do anything. Oops. We'll just see if I even get to, you 99%? No. We're done. It's not gonna do anything. What did it find though? So Loud's waveform generation API. We'll see how far this goes. Didn't come up with anything. It's literally just gonna stop. What do you want to do? No, I want you to F off. That's what I want. Okay, how about this? Let's grab this. Can't remember what it's called. Pressing this would probably stop. Okay, I want to select all this. Close you, and just switch over here. Look at this. Boom, done. All right, Flutter plugin. I use context 7. Okay. Let's put this on plan mode. Opus 4.5. Cool. All right, we'll let that roll. Cloud code resets in 3 hours. No problemo. Not even needed, baby. All right, to-do list. I think this is pretty good for now. I'm sure I'll find more bugs to fix. Clean up the tuning screen. See if I need to implement any code for payment. These are the first 2 things. Set up app, push live. These are the last things. Okay. Oh, I do need to actually go back and fine tune. This is later, I think. I need to fine tune that, fine tune the listening algorithm, i.e. coming up with the right frequency, right? Maybe give it a range? I don't know. It's an interesting one. Yeah. Oh, and I need to create the web page, the website. Create website. I'm going to be using SvelteKit for that, for sure. I'm literally just going to create a brand new project folder, completely separate, and whip up the world's most boring website. The homepage is just going to link to the App Store with a little bit of copywriting, and it's going to have the privacy policy, the terms of use. I might buy a domain name. I might just put it on PeteMcPherson.com/easydrumtuner and have stuff under that. I'm not sure yet. I might just buy a domain name. I won't have to create a new project folder if I do it that other way. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. What do we got here? Look at you. 4 to-dos. All right. That's the same package that the other one was recommending, I guess, or investigating. Boop. A low-level, high-performance audio plugin designed primarily for games and immersive applications, providing low latency. That's interesting. Be curious to see how much this slows down the app, if it does. Might be okay. That's interesting. Create a new service, audio synthesis package. Excuse me. Create tone playback service. Extend audio provider. Add UI button. UI placement. Right? I feel like there should be a little swipe out screen menu where they can choose the drum and stuff like that. Like just instead of taking up the entire UI, maybe I will do that. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, that's interesting. That's an idea. I'll think about that. How about this? Build. This will be the last thing we do for this part right here, and then I'm going to stop. Okay, all right. Let's see how it goes. I want to write that down, though. This guy right here. Clean up the tuning screen. Tuning screen. Clean up. It could be a different screen. I feel like this is going to be a swipe thing. That'd be kind of cool, right? How about this? Swipe right to access the tuning settings screen, where they select the drum, target, frequency, and wait, etc. How about that? The main tuning page has the one small area to display these settings. This small area to display the settings chosen. 2, large area that displays the listened to the frequency note, with a small display of the target frequency underneath it. Anything else? And 3, the start stop button at the bottom. Okay. Yeah, I think that would be clean this up. It feels like a new screen. A little swipe thing would be cool. It could be like a little menu, but I don't know. I think the swipe actually feels pretty good. Like it just swipes to the right, it sets the thing, swipes left, and come back. That might be cooler. Might be a little bit clunkier. Maybe not. Might have to implement a loading icon in between all these things so it feels a little less clunky. It's always good to just like go ahead and display the loading icon and then do the thing. Yeah, we'll see. All right, that sounds pretty good though. Might do that. What are we doing here? Cat head, flutter, pub, so loud. We're creating the tone playback service for sine wave generation. Add tone playback methods, and then the button to the tuning screen target displays. Opus 4.5, it's been doing really good. Some people have been complaining that it kind of dropped off in terms of quality. Like literally the last 24 hours. I don't know if that's true or not. I've been okay with it. Let me, yeah. I'll tell you what, I'm just gonna pause the video and get more coffee and I'll be right back. How about that? All right, good news, bad news. Good news is it looks like this cursor got done here. Bad news is I ran out of coffee. All right, so here we go. Let's test it out. Let's test it out, baby. Am I running the app currently? No, I am not. So let's go to Flutter, run. Yeah. No devices found yet. Checking for wireless devices. Good, found it. It's building right now. Dog's outside in the freezing rain, going to the bathroom. Never fun. Don't know what that's gonna look like on the app. It is installing. Let's just go ahead and switch here. In the next part of the video, I'm actually gonna, this is not a new head, this is still that same old drum head, but I'm just gonna leave it on there. I have a new top head, but I don't have a new bottom head. Anyways, in the next part, we're actually gonna tune it. See what happens. Right now, we're just like completely off. Okay. Easy drum tuner. I'm still a really big fan of this Sora generated logo, right? It's just AI enough. It's not too AI. It's just AI enough. Let's test this. Kit. My kit, new kit 2. Let's load up Peak Kit 1. Change over here. Tune. Okay. Oh wait. I'm clicking. Is it working? I don't hear anything. No, I don't hear anything. That's interesting. What if I just change this to the 10-inch tom? I don't hear anything. It's my phone. Oh, wow, silent mode off. Okay, that works. Can you hear that? Boom. Okay, it works. I had to change my thing here, though, to silent mode. Now silent mode's on. It's not working. I'm just curious. Let's ask this. By the way, this works. It's fine. We're good. I should save this. Implemented play tone. It didn't actually take that long either. I thought it might be some more. Hang on. Let's fire this up again. And while we're doing that, I will say, okay, great. Okay, great. This worked and works well. Although I discovered that I had to turn my iPhone off of silent via the button on the side of the device. Only then could I hear the played tone. I know that some apps' sounds don't require this, i.e. I usually have my iPhone in silent mode via that switch and would prefer not to have to turn it off. And it wasn't obviously clear to me via the UI that that's what I had to do. Is there a way to bypass that setting restriction and play the tone anyways? Even if the iPhone is on silent, use context 7 if you need to research docs. All right, we'll just see what it says. Worked pretty well though. I'm happy with that. We'll see, did I just commit that? I think I did. Then I fired this up. Okay. Well done. I am going to, all right, I'm gonna stop recording after this is done and go get some more coffee. We're doing good though. Taking a while, but it's doing pretty good. Excuse me. Although I discovered I had to search, search web. I've found that the cursor agents are better at fetching web results. I don't have Firecrawl or any other third-party MCP or tool to search the web, scrape URLs, and that sort of stuff. Cursor just does it really well by default, I feel like. Cloud Code, a little bit clunkier. For one thing, it requires permissions to do that, which is okay, I guess. But it just, sometimes it brings back some little errors in Cloud Code. It has to try again, Cursor, a lot better. What changed? Added import AV. That's weird. Music apps, tuner apps, and games that need to play audio. Apple's guidelines support this for apps where audio is a core feature, which drum tuning certainly qualifies as. All right, well, let's try it. Let's hot restart. Okay. Go over here. Tune. Wait, am I on silent? Yes, I am on silent. Ooh, I like that. Look, it didn't pull up anything by default. This is actually what I wanted. I hope it does it again. Hang on. Oh, wait, that's the wrong button. Kit. Load my data, load my data. It should show a loading icon right there instead of that. Pete, Kit 1. Toms are in order. Fine. Oh, see, look, now that I get that, it automatically pulled open the drum, which is not what I want, but whatever. All right, so let's hit play tone. No, nothing. That's interesting. Hang on, let's try this. Turn my thing on. Yep, now I can hear it just fine. Turn that off. It doesn't work. You know what I need to do though? Benefit of the doubt, I need to stop this completely and rebuild the app. I know I'm going to trust Cursor a little bit more than I should. If this doesn't work, then I'll slap myself for wasting 30 seconds, but whatever. So, that is running. It'll be open in a moment. Import AV Foundation. When'd you do this? Oh, yeah. Tone playback. Just add this to the top. Lib services, tone playback service. Okay. That's interesting. All right, we'll try this one more time. And where are we at here? All right. So here we go. Tune. Let's select a drum. 10-inch tom. Bottom head. Hey, it worked. Wait, just make sure. Yeah, wow. I just needed to restart the app. Sometimes when you change those like root files, not root files, but the core infrastructure Apple files, that Swift file, you can't just like restart Flutter. Okay, cool. See you either in the next video. I might split this video up. I was just trying to decide about that. Or I'll see you in 5 seconds. But I'm going to stop recording for a while.